Imagine you're in a Zaku 2 high mobility type, the pinnacle of Zeonics engineering and the most powerful Zeon mobile suit in space at that time. And the Gundam just locked onto you. Fortunately for you, your state-of-the-art mobile suit is also equipped with a state-of-the-art ejection seat. You pull the handle below you, and nothing. Panic sets in. Your Zaku is going to blow up any moment now. You reach for the auxiliary handle, and finally things start moving. The cockpit hatch pops open, and in 250 milliseconds, you're hurtling through space, experiencing an acceleration up to 16 G. Within 5 seconds, you're 1 kilometer away from your Zaku. Or what's left of your Zaku anyways. The Gundam moves on, but you're now on your own in space. The clock is ticking. So first things first, once you're a safe distance away from the combat zone, you use the control panel on the left side of your seat to activate your reverse thrusters. This will make sure that you don't stray too far away, which would make it even harder for allied units to find you. Once you slow down, you use that same control panel to deploy your solar panels and to control your verniers to direct yourself at the sun. These solar panels, along with the built-in battery in your seat, will be powering your life support systems, so it's essential that they can get as much energy as possible. Be sure to stay out of the shadows from any planets or other objects floating around, like the wreck from that Magellan you took out earlier. Next up, you deploy your rescue light and your antenna, sending out an SOS signal. And that's it. All you can do now is wait for rescue to come and hope that friendly forces find you first. But you calm your mind. Under the Antarctic Treaty, interfering with rescue operations is forbidden, and even if you were to be captured by the enemy, your rights are assured under the same treaty. Right? Let's go over your survival kit to calm your mind even more, which is stored in 2 locations. Behind your seat, you will find 4 oxygen tanks. These will last you about 5 days. Try to stay as calm as possible and they'll last even longer. And to the left of your seat, you'll find a box containing everything else you need to survive. 3 days worth of distilled water and food. Since you're in space, both your food and your water is packaged in sterile poly cases, which can be consumed through the feeding tube inside of your helmet. It is recommended to use them sparingly though, to make them last as long as possible. And fun fact, these poly cases are stored in a box labeled Sea Ration 3 days. As for the waste you produce, that simply gets ejected into space. No details are given about how this works though. A medical tray with an injector and 10 types of injectable medicine. Just like the food, when you're in space, you can't just unsleeve your arm to give yourself an injection. Instead, you inject it through the medical connector on the left shoulder of your normal suit. You simply load the medicine cartridge into the injector and connect it with the medical connector, which has an airtight valve inside of it, so you don't have to worry about losing any air when injecting the medicine. A roll of airtight tape, a roll of double-sided tape, and a multi-tool. These will mostly be used for taping down equipment and patching up your normal suit, but they also have a lot of different uses. For example, the airtight tape can even be used to repair your helmet because it is transparent and extremely strong. It almost sounds like the UC version of duct tape. When in doubt, airtight tape. You could just use it for anything, just make sure you have some left for that tear in your normal suit. 2 signal transmitters, 6 batteries, a reflector, 2 strobe lights, and a flashlight. Surviving is one thing, but you have to be able to catch the attention of friendly forces. Your seat has its own built-in communication device, but there's always a chance that it either gets damaged or otherwise stops working. And that's when these things come into play. With the 6 batteries, the signal transmitter can send a continuous rescue signal for up to 72 hours. And should these also fail, or there's really high Minovsky particle interference, you can also use the reflector to signal friendly units. And while it's not mentioned here, I'm sure you can also use the two strobe lights and the flashlight for the same purposes. A magnet gun, and a 15-meter roll of wire rope. Once friendly units find you, these will allow you to easily hitch a ride. You attach the wire rope to the magnet gun, and the magnet gun is then fired to connect you to a mobile suit or a ship. The magnet is rated to tow up to 200 kilograms, but in the anime, we've seen a very simple way to up the towing capacity substantially. Assuming that it's the same device, a mobile suit can simply grab onto the wire and then tow the rescued pilots back to safety. A Nabon Type 62 automatic pistol, a spare magazine, and a hand grenade. The Type 62 has been specifically designed to be functional in space, so you don't have to worry about it being usable, but it will require some skill to shoot it. And finally, items that unfortunately don't have an extended description are a pouch with 10 storage pockets, several heat retention sheets, a survival manual, and the Xeon Handbook. Most of these items are self-explanatory, but I would have loved some more information on the Xeon Handbook, which you could also translate as something like the Xeon Guidebook, readings about Xeon, or something similar. As far as I know, it is only mentioned in this MSV book. I tried looking up more information about it, but it always led back to this book. It's gonna be Xeon's version of Mein Kampf, isn't it? Anyways, while we wait for rescue to show up, let's have a closer look at your normal suit and your helmet. As a pilot of the Zaku 2 high mobility type, you were issued upgraded versions that work together with the survival kit. For example, the medical connector is only found on your M79F Mark III normal suit, and the feeding tube is only found on your M78D Mark IV helmet. Zaku high mobility types are hard to make, but pilots with the skill set required to master these machines are even harder to make. Survivability was paramount. Other things then seem to still be fairly the same, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And would you look at that, I think I see a Zaku coming to rescue you. Now let's just hope that you can get another Zaku 2 high mobility type. I also heard they're developing a brand new mobile suit called the Gelgook or something. And that has been all for this video on what would happen if you got shot down in your Zaku 2 high mobility type. As always, a big thank you to the Patreon supporters. I hope everyone watching has a great day, and I'll see you all next time.